1, 2,
3,
4,
5,
6, 7.
8.
Have you ever wanted to be a leader? It's a tough job being a leader. For example, whenever you're a football coach of a losing team, people want to fire you. They blame you for everything. Now, it's important to know what makes or breaks a leader if you want to be one. The best example of a strong leader is Winston Churchill. He is my childhood hero and one of the best leaders that I've ever studied. Now, there are 3 lessons you can take away from Churchill's life. The first lesson is that you must develop a sense of leadership within yourself. In his 2001 book entitled Churchill, a Biography, Roy Jenkins, a former post-war politician, wrote that Churchill attended Sandhurst Military Academy in order to gain combat experience. In 1894, he graduated Sandhurst and spent much time in the cavalry. He realized that it was important for any leader to have combat, because without combat, it's impossible to have a true leader. Also, in his 1983 book, The Last Lion, William Manchester wrote that Churchill deeply studied the art of history. He knew that the past was the key to unlocking the problems of the future. Therefore, he studied Gibbon's Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, a book about this thick. He memorized half of it in order to properly apply the lessons of history. He spent all this time developing his sense of leadership in order to prepare for the greatest conflict this world has ever known. The second lesson is that even though you may have prepared for a sense of leadership, it is absolutely worthless unless you stand with courage and conviction. After a good start in the political realm, Churchill experienced 25 years of political outcast, which is known as his wilderness years. Nobody listened to him, nobody wanted to hear what he said. However, he was the only one who was willing to stand up to the rise of Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany. Because England had undergone World War I, they were unwilling to actually face an opponent in war. However, therefore, they adopted a series of pacification towards Hitler. However, Churchill knew that Hitler was evil in his soul, and therefore, when he heard that Chamberlain, who was the Prime Minister of England at the time, was going to appease Hitler, he wrote, "You were given the choice between war and dishonor. You chose dishonor, now you will have war." When Parliament heard this, they booed him off the stand, as shown in the documentary The Coming Storm, which is a BBC broadcast. However, as history remembers, Hitler ignored all his treaties and invaded Poland, beginning the Second World War. The people of England remembered Churchill's strong stance against Nazism and invited him to be the First Lord of the Admiralty. This quickly led to his ascension to the Prime Minister. So, as we've seen, you need to educate yourself in the art of leadership, and you need to stand strong in what you believe. The final lesson is that you must practice your communication skills, for it was Churchill's oratory that saved Britain. When World War II began, France and Russia quickly fell to the Nazi regime, leaving England all alone. Hitler knew that the people of England were terrified, and therefore he offered a peace treaty. However, Churchill knew that Hitler would break all treaties. Therefore, to the fearful British people who were hoping for a treaty, he wrote, "We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall never surrender." He also wrote, "If we stand up to him, all Europe may be free, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit uplands. But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss." Lauren Skeller, in the book Vital Speeches of the Day, written in December 2006, he said that Churchill's oratory stiffened the resistance for the Battle of Britain, and that he alone, through his words, saved the free world. In conclusion, let us review. Churchill taught us that we must cultivate our leadership, stand for our ideals, and develop strong speaking skills. Churchill practiced these daily, and it is imperative that you practice these as well. Who knows what will happen if you do? History never forgot Churchill. History might never forget you.